The alarm clock screams, jolting you awake from a restless sleep. It's 6 a.m. and another day begins. The sun is just starting to rise, casting a soft glow through your window. You drag yourself out of bed, already feeling the weight of the day pressing down on your shoulders. The fatigue is palpable, a constant companion. The routine is etched into your soul. Coffee to jumpstart your day, battling traffic to get to work, hours spent in an office, more traffic on the way home, dinner with the family, maybe a little TV to unwind, and then back to bed. Does this sound familiar? It's a cycle that many of us know all too well. You work hard, you pay your bills, you try to keep up with the demands of life. You even manage to squirrel away a little savings, hoping it will be enough for a rainy day or a future dream. You're doing everything right, but you still feel stuck. The frustration builds as you wonder if this is all there is. Like you're on a treadmill, running as fast as you can just to stay in the same place. The effort is immense, but the progress seems minimal. This, my friends, is the middle-class trap. It's a cycle that ensnares so many, promising stability but delivering stagnation. It's a sneaky thing, this trap. It lures you in with the promise of a comfortable life. It whispers promises of security and comfort, but the price you pay is your financial freedom. The cost is higher than you realize. You trade your most precious asset, your time, for a steady paycheck that barely keeps pace with the rising cost of living. The balance is hard to maintain. It doesn't have to be this way. There are alternatives. There's a better way, a way to break free from the shackles of the middle class and achieve true financial freedom. It requires a shift in mindset and strategy. It starts with understanding the system that keeps you trapped. Knowledge is the first step towards liberation. The middle-class trap is built on a foundation of financial myths and misconceptions. These myths are so deeply ingrained in our society that they often go unquestioned, leading many to follow a path that seems secure but is actually fraught with hidden dangers. We're taught to work hard, get a good education, find a stable job, and save for retirement. This advice is handed down from generation to generation, creating a cycle that is hard to break. This is the recipe for a comfortable life, they tell us. A life where you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, spend time with family, and look forward to a peaceful retirement. But what they don't tell you is that this path leads straight into the trap. A trap where financial security is an illusion and the comfort you seek is always just out of reach. The first myth is that a good job equals financial security. Many believe that a stable job with a decent salary is the key to a secure future. While a steady paycheck is important, it shouldn't be your only source of income. Diversifying your income streams is crucial to building true financial security. Relying solely on your active income, the money you earn from trading your time for dollars, makes you vulnerable to economic downturns, unexpected expenses, and the whims of your employer. If you lose your job, your entire financial foundation can crumble. The second myth is that saving your way to wealth is the answer. We're often told that if we save diligently, we'll eventually accumulate enough wealth to live comfortably. While saving is important, it's a slow and unreliable path to wealth creation. The interest rates on traditional savings accounts are often too low to keep up with inflation. Inflation eats away at the value of your savings over time, and the meager interest rates offered by traditional savings accounts do little to help you get ahead. Your money loses its purchasing power, making it harder to achieve your financial goals. The third myth is that debt is a tool to get ahead. Many people believe that taking on debt is a necessary step to achieving financial success. Mortgages, car loans, credit card debt, these are all shackles that bind you to the system. They create a cycle of debt that is hard to escape. They keep you trapped in a cycle of earn, spend, repeat, with little left over to invest in your future. The more debt you accumulate, the harder it becomes to break free. It's time to break free from these myths and start thinking differently about money. By challenging these misconceptions, you can pave the way to a more secure and prosperous future. There are many paths to financial freedom, but they all share one common denominator. They require you to break free from the traditional model of trading your time for money. This means moving away from the mindset that you must work a set number of hours to earn a specific amount of money. You need to build assets that generate passive income. Money that works for you, even while you sleep. Passive income can come from various sources, such as investments, rental properties, or even royalties from creative works. Here are 3 paths that can lead you to financial freedom, each with its own unique approach and set of challenges. Path 1. The earn and save worker. This is the most traditional path and often the most straightforward. This path involves maximizing your earning potential within a traditional job while living below your means and diligently saving and investing a portion of your income. By consistently saving and investing, you can gradually build a nest egg that will support you in the future. It requires discipline and a long-term perspective, but it can lead to a comfortable retirement. Path 2. The investor. This path is for those who are willing to take calculated risks. This path involves putting your money to work in assets that have the potential to generate high returns, such as stocks, real estate, or businesses. Successful investors often spend a significant amount of time researching and analyzing potential investments. It requires a higher risk tolerance and a willingness to learn and adapt to changing market conditions. Path 3. The creator builder. This path is for the innovators and entrepreneurs. This path involves creating something of value that solves a problem or meets a need in the marketplace. It could be a new product, a unique service, or even a groundbreaking business model. This could be a product, a service, a business, or even an online platform. The key is to identify a gap in the market and fill it with your innovative solution. It requires creativity, innovation, and a willingness to embrace risk and uncertainty. Each of these paths has its own rewards and challenges, but with dedication and perseverance, financial freedom is within reach. Sarah, a dedicated teacher, diligently saved a portion of her salary each month. She lived frugally, avoiding unnecessary expenses and prioritizing her financial goals. Through consistent saving and investing in low-cost index funds, Sarah built a substantial nest egg over time, securing her financial future and allowing her to retire comfortably. This path is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, discipline, and a long-term perspective. Section 5. The investor. Mark, a young professional, realized early on that relying solely on his salary wouldn't be enough to achieve his financial goals. He began educating himself about investing, attending seminars, and reading books. Starting small, he invested in the stock market, gradually increasing his investments as his knowledge and confidence grew. Mark diversified his portfolio, investing in real estate and small businesses, eventually building a passive income stream that exceeded his living expenses. This path requires a willingness to learn, adapt, and take calculated risks. Section 6. The creator builder. Emily, a talented baker, turned her passion into a thriving business. She started small, selling her baked goods at local farmers markets. As demand grew, she expanded her operations, opening a bakery and eventually franchising her brand. Emily's creativity, hard work, and business acumen transformed her passion into a successful enterprise, generating substantial wealth and creating jobs in her community. This path requires a unique blend of talent, vision, and a relentless pursuit of your goals. Section 7. Choosing your path to wealth. The best path for you depends on your individual circumstances, risk tolerance, and financial goals. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. The key is to understand the different paths available and choose the one that aligns best with your strengths, interests, and aspirations. Ask yourself these questions. What are my financial goals? How much risk am I comfortable taking? What are my skills and interests? How much time and energy am I willing to invest? Your answers will help you determine which path is right for you. You may even find that you gravitate towards a combination of paths, leveraging your strengths in different areas to create multiple streams of income. Section 8. Breaking free and taking control. The first step to escaping the middle-class trap is to change your mindset. Stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an entrepreneur. Instead of trading your time for money, focus on building assets that generate passive income. This requires a shift in perspective from focusing on job security to creating your own financial security. It means embracing risk and uncertainty as opportunities for growth and learning. And it means taking control of your financial destiny rather than relying on others to manage your money for you. Section 9. Your journey starts today. Escaping the middle-class trap is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery, financial education, and taking action. It's about breaking free from the limitations of conventional thinking and embracing a world of possibilities. Start today. Take that first step, no matter how small it may seem. Read a book, attend a seminar, invest in your education, or start building that business you've always dreamed of. Remember, the only limits to your financial success are the ones you set for yourself. So, what are you waiting for? Your journey to financial freedom starts now.